It's like a museum of memories. Stays with you forever.
Back at it again, wrestling fans. Thanks so much for joining us once again. Green Mountain Wrestling's Caged Mayhem rolling along. And we have a tag team matchup coming up for you. This one, we have a tag team partner for this matchup, which would be Martial Arts in Hardwick. More on that later. But right now, as you see in front of you, the Memory Museum, Abed, Arroniz, and Krule. And I'm going to pull back the curtain just a little bit here right now. You see them down here with a pair of tag team championships, and you know as well as I do, there are no tag team championships in Green Mountain Wrestling yet. But here's the story behind the story. They hold 2 tag team championships elsewhere. One being Invictus Pro Wrestling, which they won just 2 days ago when they faced Riz and Nasty, and they won the tag team championships. But also, a month ago, they won the Remarkable Wrestling Tag Team Championships when they went up against none other than Above the Rest. Both members of that team just so happened to be here. And that was not very long ago. Just last week, they defended those Remarkable Championships against one of the top up-and-coming tag teams in the area, the Audacity. They have brought these titles here to rub it in everyone's faces, to show them that they expect, once the Green Mountain Wrestling's Tag Team Championships come into play, they expect those belts to come right to them. They're sending a message to the entire field of tag teams in Green Mountain Wrestling, and as far as I'm concerned, that message is loud and clear. The question is, are the rest of the tag team division ready to shut these guys up? And we are about to find out if that is exactly what's going to happen. The Colony, Electro and Ultimo have returned to Green Mountain Wrestling. Both of these teams have been with Green Mountain Wrestling since day one, since the revitalization of the company way back a year ago at the beginning. And now they meet once again to attempt to establish tag team superiority here in Green Mountain Wrestling. And the championships that were touted along with Memory Museum, like I said, send a message. I'm looking forward to finding out whether or not that's going to get into the minds of the Colony. We're about to find out if that's something that can indeed breach the mental defenses of one of the most decorated tag teams on the Northeast scene today.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a tag team contest scheduled for one fall, and is brought to us by our tag team partner, Martial Arts in Hardwick. Introducing first team number 1, coming from Neverland, weighing in a combined weight of 360 pounds, Abed Arroniz, Krule, Memory Museum.
Well, that pretty much says it all right there.
Introducing their opponents, coming from the anthill, weighing in a combined weight of 360 pounds, Electro and Ultimo and the Colony.
The Colony have cheers and adulation just about everywhere they go. They've been around for a long time. And Memory Museum has quite the task in front of them. Before we get going, we're going to make sure to give a shout out to our tag team partners for this matchup, Martial Arts in Hardwick. Thank you so much for once again sponsoring the action, serving the community with focus, determination, and self-defense. If that's something that you want to get into your life, make sure to contact Martial Arts in Hardwick right away. Thank you so much once again for sponsoring the action here in Vermont. And the Elks Lodge in Barre, Vermont clearly wants to send a message to Memory Museum, including that young fan that has some merch, some Colony merch.
You made the right choice today, enemy. You sit there and you cry.
I don't think they're going to cry. knew that child was going to cry. They're certainly going to cheer if and when the Colony decide to beat on Joe Krule and Abed Arroniz. Collar double time leads to some wrist control, back and forth. Ultimo and trying his best. Nice top wrist lock. Trying to pull him down, but Joe Krule staying on his feet. Very well done. Ultimo and trying the standing switch. Succeeds.
It's not happening.
Krule, excellent defenses on him as well. Abed Arroniz watching on. Electro and keeping a close eye on it as well. Hammer lock applied by Ultimo and all with a crossface in there, going for a chicken wing. Joe Krule defending, however, Ultimo and not relenting. Back and forth, neither man getting a clear advantage here.
You got it, Ultimo. Come on.
Rolls to Kip up to his feet, turning it around. Now in charge of the wrist of Joe Krule.
I'm trying. I'm trying. I gotta get the antenna.
And of course, as we all know, both of these teams have multiple wins under their belt here in Green Mountain Wrestling. As we get closer to the inevitable Tag Team Championships making their debut here in Green Mountain Wrestling, all tag teams in the division are trying their best to step it up, to establish themselves as a top dog. And of course, you ask any one of them, they're all going to say they're the number one. But everyone has those words, but not everybody has the actions to back them up. And every tag team matchup in this promotion is an opportunity for each of the teams to prove what they're saying is true. Nice drop kick by Electro Ant. Now been a double teaming by the Colony on Abed Arroniz. Double back elbow. And a double elbow drop.
Oh, you stupid ants.
Kick out Abed Arroniz showing his displeasure for the Insect Kingdom. Tag out Electro Ant now. Boots to the chest in the wrong corner. Quick tags. Continuing, you see him going back and forth. It started off as kicks to the chest. Then Electro Ant and Ultimo Ant started going back and forth from shoulder to shoulder, putting multiple points of destruction onto Abed Arroniz's torso. The chest, the solar plexus, both shoulders. Excellent maneuvering, now holding onto the arm. Coming down with an elbow onto the tricep of Abed Arroniz. Oh, out of the way quick. Electro Ant felt it in his antenna. Krule hangs on to the leg of Ultimo Ant. Abed Arroniz. Uh-oh. Going for the antenna, which is illegal.
I told ya.
Abed Arroniz always finding a way to turn things around. Always finding a way to gain the advantage. The rules be damned. Now scooped up by Joe Krule and slammed down with authority. These guys have come a long way since a year ago when we saw them. They were impressive then, but they were a bit scattered. Not completely on the same page. But since then, they've established their dominance. They've sharpened their blade everywhere they've gone. And you saw they came out of the ring with 2 other tag team championships. I mean, they are absolutely a unit in that ring. The fact that they are handily taking care of a well-established team like the Colony is just lending to that fact. Whether you like their tactics or not, they're working. Joe Krule going for the antenna, but it's still working, and that's what matters in the end. And a blatant choke. Another example of you may not like it, but it works. Now Ultimo and in the wrong corner, in enemy territory right now. Arroniz giving a little stretch there. Attempting to trick referee Adam Brunton into thinking that that's all he was doing. Brunton's onto him, I can tell you. Big forearm finds a mark in the corner. The crowd getting on Joe Krule's case here, which causes just enough of a distraction. Oh, stepping up on the legs. Monkey flipping Joe Krule away from Ultimo, but sent them right into his own corner, which got him a tag to Arroniz. Monkey Ito style headbutt. I like it. Step over, toe hold, face lock, right in the middle of the ring. The furthest away from all of the ropes he can possibly be right now. It's equally distant. Equidistant? Yeah, it's equidistant in every direction a rope break is. Ultimo and breaks the hold, gets his arm out from in front of his chin. Arroniz repositions, goes for an ankle lock. Ultimo and fights out, going for the tag, but Arroniz keeps him back. Joe Krule takes one to the side of the head. Boot to Arroniz, turning it around. Another reversal over to the corner. Jumps out of the way, rolls through, and Electro Ant is legal. House of Fire style, turning it around. Nice DDT. But a chop to the throat of Electro Ant. Turns it around, however. Scoops him up. Michinoku driver. Cover and a 2 count. Match continues. No titles on the line for this matchup, but there are bragging rights and there are the rights to be able to say that you have a little bit more momentum than your opponent. Oh, huge Uranagi.
It's over, Vermont. 1, 2.
Arroniz with a pin, but still not enough.
Yesterday. Jump. It's time. Get him over here.
Arroniz calling to his partner, saying it's time.
Get to the top. Hit him. 1.
These guys are so good at stringing offense together, leading to devastating multi-man maneuvers. Call back to their previous match against the Lost Boys, saying this is how we beat them last time. Looking for something nasty, however, Ultimo, wait a minute, hold on a second, hooks him up, Tower of Doom superplex. They all took a little bit of damage, but Abed Arroniz took the most by far. Electro Ant took plenty himself, however. Adam Brunton starting his count. Ultimo Ant back up on the apron. Electro Ant crawling towards his corner. Abed Arroniz gets the tag to Joe Krule, but now Ultimo Ant is tagged in as well. Manhattan drop. Kick to the midsection. Brings him back up. Oh! Double savate kick. Expertly placed right below the jaw. Electro Ant going up top now. But Arroniz cuts him off. Oh, quick roll up by Joe Krule. Ultimo Ant turns it around. 2 count again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Another pinning combination. Hold on a second. Oh, what a kick to the face. Ultimo Ant never saw it coming. And Joe Krule gets the pin. Blindsiding Ultimo Ant and picking up the victory. Abed Arroniz, the MVP of this matchup. Krule picking a win up for his team. Not only a win, not only bragging rights, but momentum. And momentum is a commodity here in Green Mountain Wrestling, especially with the looming introduction of the Tag Team Championships. Thank you so much once again to Martial Arts and Hardwick for sponsoring this matchup. Folks, don't go anywhere. The double main event is coming up next. Giant Pierce and Diego Alvarez in a cage